I'd like to welcome to the program here a gal that every time I see that she's on a show, I have that comfortable feeling watching her. I know I'm going to enjoy whatever she's doing, from hosting Entertainment Tonight that she's done for years. She had her own daytime talk show, Leeza. She was on PBS, the new show My Generation, and many more things. Leeza Gibbons, welcome to the program this morning.
Thank you for that very lovely compliment. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, just something I thought about just as I was getting ready to introduce you. I thought, anytime I see your face, there's something about you, I just kind of relax, and I know I'm going to enjoy whatever you're going to throw in front of me here. So don't ever be there for that IRS audit or anything else like that.
That's super cool to hear, because I think that that when we get to a place in our life where we are authentically who we are, where we can really engage that's where we're gonna get ahead, because the only power we have is this moment, and when we could show up as ourselves, the best setup for the next moment is to be really present in this one, and until we can unlock that, we aren't as powerful as we want to be.
Would you surmise that some people, in looking ahead and trying to work ahead in their life, are just kind of treading water in their here and now life?
I love that you use that analogy, treading water, because it can really feel like drowning. And, goal setting is great and essential, in fact, and slicing up your day and your calendar is necessary and a very effective tool. But the reason for those tools is to unlock and unclutter your mental power in the present moment. So when you have a goal to say, okay, what am I willing to do and not do to get there, that's your emotional competence, and that's your mental style. People respond to your mental style. So I wrote Fierce Optimism because that's the way that I want to show up in the world, and that's been the driver behind my sustainability in my life and in my career. It's not about not having heartbreaks and setbacks and disappointments and failures. That's everywhere. That happens to everybody many times. That's the temporary reality of life, that you're going to get it over and over. But the thing that's permanent is you. No matter where you go, there you are. And how do you react and respond to those things? So when you're optimistic, your response allows you to rebound better and to recover faster, to get back up and start asking that question, okay, now what? This thing happened. I didn't get the job. He broke up with me. I did a bad job with my kids on this thing. Great, that happened. Now what? And so the optimists just get to that resiliency much more effectively.
And that's the book that we're here to talk about, Leeza Gibbons, Fierce Optimism, 7 Secrets for Playing Nice and Winning Big. I want to hear a couple more of those secrets. But let me ask you, what qualifies you really to be an expert? And you sound like an expert on this optimism, and I love it. It's addictive, but what makes you qualified to write the book?
I have only my PhD in my journey, and that's what we all have. And what qualifies me is, this is my philosophy, this is what's worked for me, take it or leave it. I've built businesses, and I run a nonprofit, and I have a production company, and I've sold $1 billion of products, and I've got wonderful accomplishments to show, and those things I value, and I'm very grateful for those things. But the biggest accomplishment is I have a life that I love, and I have created the life of my dreams. That's my dreams. So what I'm saying for everybody is, know what that is for you, and know that you can play it your way and win to get the life of your dreams. And that doesn't mean there aren't sucky days. That doesn't mean that I don't have negative thoughts, and that doesn't mean that I don't fall off the path. What that means is that I have a lot of confidence in my ability to be resilient. And I think that's what makes America great. I really do. With this political election, I think that anybody who runs for president, for example, has to be optimistic, because otherwise, how are they going to want this job, which is all about leading us to a better tomorrow? However they see it, it's always what's better. That's the promise. I can fix this, I can change this, I can make it better, we can do it. That's optimism. And I think that's the driver of any success.
I don't think it's too late for you to too. Throw your hat in the ring if you like.
Gosh, right.
I'm looking at choices, and I'm thinking if you were in there, you'd be my choice. And your book does in fact feature some anecdotes with the Donald, but you've also got Madonna, Ted Koppel, Lady Gaga in there. An interesting read with all of this. In life for you right now, you've got this out, but what's next on your palette that you're going to paint?
Well, I like I say, my passion and a lot of my attention goes to running the Leeza's Care Connection, and that's where we support families like mine that had to face a new reality when illness breaks into your life. And so it was out of our journey with my mother's Alzheimer's disease that we sought to support families and help them call on their courage and summon their strength on their way to really responding to a new reality that nobody wants. So that's been my real passion, and that was my eye on the prize that got me to the finish line at Celebrity Apprentice. When everyone says, "Okay, you're too nice, and you're gonna be the first one fired," they underestimate that having that goal and that passion and that focus. Focus is one of the qualities, the 7 secrets I talk about. Focus is incredible. When you have it, nobody can get you off that path.
Well, obviously the glass is half full for you. Very optimistic, and I like that. It's contagious. Leeza Gibbons, Fierce Optimism, 7 Secrets for Playing Nice and Winning Big. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning, Leeza.
Thank you so much for having me. I sure appreciate it.
All right. Terrific week ahead for you. Keep a smile on it, and thanks again. Bye-bye.